I was born on March 13th, 1993, in Long Island, New York. I've lived in a few towns since I was born, from Patchogue to Farmingdale to Holdbrook and Medford. I have had a lot of good times back then, but nothing can compare to the times I've had now and the times of the future. My brother Colton and my sister Crystal have been there my whole life. I really don't know what else to say about them other than that they're my family and I care about them very much. In November of 1999, Farmingdale, New York, at the corner of apartment 1806, I came across two strangers that would inspire and change my life, Trace and Brett, two brothers from Islip, New York. We live miles from each other now, but we have been friends for almost 11 years. I can say that I do consider these two my best friends. Trace is the one person I know will always be there for me when I need someone to talk to or when I need a place to go. Brett is the glue that holds us together. I don't know where I'd be without these guys. I love them. I know one day when we're all together again, we'll look back on the times we had and just remember how hard we all laughed. Island View Apartment Homes is where I spent most of my time in life creating the memories I share with my closest friends. I remember being stupid, running around during Manhunt or walking around the complex at 2 or 3 in the morning just playing basketball or setting off fireworks when we had them. In 2008, Trace and Brett moved down to Florida, and I spent most of the summer nights with them when they would come up to visit. I started talking to an online friend later that year. Her name is Nicole O'Connor. Coley, as she likes to be called, suffers from 4 diseases that frequently keep her bedridden sick. She remains one of my biggest inspirations in my life. I have never met anyone as strong and kind-hearted as her. I decided to go to Connecticut to visit her a week before I was moving to Pennsylvania. Thankfully, her diseases weren't acting up as much. We got the chance to have a lot of fun while I was there. The time came to head on to Pennsylvania. It's just so hard knowing you're leaving everything you once knew behind and starting a new life somewhere you barely knew existed. I came to our house the day before first day of school. I was nervous about the huge change. I had to get used to living in a field in the middle of nowhere. The first day of school went by, and so did many others. Life in PA was actually starting to get better than my life in New York was. I'm thankful for everyone who has given me a chance here. I am who I want to be. DPs is one of my closest friends that I made here in Pennsylvania. He is basically my second family. I spent the whole summer of 2010 at his house, staying up until about 3 a.m. pretty much every night. I have to say, he's one of the few most interesting people that I've met in my life so far. Not only him, but his family is one of the nicest I've ever met. When it comes to helping others out, he is always right there to do whatever it is for you. On top of all that, he listens when you need to get something off your chest. I couldn't ask for anything more. I've met a lot of interesting characters, I will say, since I moved here, from teachers to students. I have to say that the times I've had were some of the best I've had in my life so far. I also have to give thanks to everyone who has shared those times with me.